Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my little house here in sunny Southern California. It is quite sunny today. As you can see, I'm in my garb to go out in the backyard and just chill out, have a little cognitive blankness, as I talked about in the first book, The Barbecue Joe Chronicles. So what do we got going tonight? We are doing something pretty special. We're doing something kind of fun and something so flavorful, tender, and moist that you will have serious explosions, which is why we're going to be drinking Dynamite tonight, Dynamite Cabernet, for that explosion. Now, what do we got here? We've got 3 of them, 1 for each person. There's a big bone in the middle of these things. It's called a T-bone. There is the T. There's the upper part of the vertebrae on the lumbar area that it basically comes off, and they cut it like that. On one side we have a short loin, and on the other side we have a tenderloin steak. And that's kind of what makes the T-bone special, is where it's cut from. It's cut from the short loin, which is more forward, and the tenderloin, which is more of a tubular shape, one on each side of the back. If I were a cow, you'd see it going vertically down that way, but you can't really tell because I'm not a cow. So you basically get these tubular structures, which are the tenderloins, and the smaller, the ones that are more forward, those are the ones that are actually the prize, and that's what they call the filet mignon, which means cute steak or cute filet in French. But the bottom line is you're getting a little of both. On the one side you're getting the tenderloin, and on the other side you're getting the short loin. And either one of them is going to give you a lot of flavor. It's just that they're going to cook at a little bit different speeds. So your T-bone is really a fantastic cut of steak. And in steakhouses, the big porterhouse is going to have more of the tenderloin on that side of it. But this is a great steak. You're going to love it. All you have to do with this thing is because it's really good, high quality meat. These are choice. These are not prime, but it's pretty close. This is a good cut. I had my butcher show me. And so what we're going to do is we're going to call these things just shy of being prime. How about that? They smell amazing, and all I've got on these is a little bit of bourbon that they've been soaking in since yesterday. And then I put a little bit of Greek seasoning. And that's it, because the Greek seasoning has the salt and the pepper in it. And it's got a couple of other things in it, a little bit of garlic and a couple of other things. But that's really all that I do to this on this particular steak. You could just put some salt on it. The restaurants a lot of times will just put salt on it, and that's it. I personally, because it's not prime, I'm going to tenderize it a little bit with a little salt and pepper and some other spices. And there you have it. So what we're going to be doing is this Dynamite, like I said, this is on sale. It's about 18 bucks on sale. I got it on sale for $11.99 today. It's a great little wine, and it is fantastic. This one comes out of, I always forget where this is from. This is Sonoma. For me, for my money, I personally like Napa and Sonoma, and for a big cab like that, they produce a lot of heat, and so you get a lot of really good tannin going. And I like my cabs big, especially with a big steak like this. So that's a fantastic one. You cannot go wrong with this. You could go with the Ghost Pines. You could go so many different ways with a big, there's about, I don't know, 1,000 different types of Cabernets that are out there that you could go for. Marinate off and grill responsibly. Chop, sizzle, grilly. Welcome to the grill, my friends. We are grill side. We've got some really nice hickory smoke going. Got some shish kebabs on here. These are a couple of different types of bell peppers, some onions, some red Maui onions, and these are some portobellos that I've stuck on these shish kebabs. Now we're going to stick on our T-bones, and that is a beautiful T-bone. Look at that thing. Sizzle. Beyond belief. T-bones are a real good favorite of mine. How about that? We're in full cognitive blankness. We've got some serious meat and vegetables on. We're going to do these about 7 minutes aside. Turn them to give them a little crisscross. And we are grill side. Now, this is that dynamite I was telling you about. Dynamite. Jimmy Walker used to say, Dynamite. Remember that? It's a sitcom from the late 70s. Beyond belief. That's really, really good. See, a lot of sommeliers and people of wine in the know on wine tell you you can enjoy a wine that's $15 a bottle or $100 a bottle the same. And that's my philosophy. If you're going to drink a bottle that's $100, you better really be a special occasion, or you better have a lot of money. And one of these days I'm sure I will. But right now, my budget sits right in there around that $15 price range. The bouquet is phenomenal. The finish is just beyond belief. When God gave us beef, He knew what He was doing, because He knew we'd love it. An au jus, which is basically just the meat juices that was sitting in the marinade. Some bourbon, a little bit of balsamic. That's going to go on top at the very end. All right, it's that time of day. In this grilling session, where we actually do a little delicious taste. Now, these are just about done. Wow. Stunning, amazing. That is so good. And we'll just give it a little bit of a, just to give it a little bit of kick. You gotta watch out because that bourbon and balsamic flame up. Marinate off and grill responsibly. We'll see you next time.
Like you did, how can you just walk on by?